Hey everybody, I am super excited because today we are having a party. We're actually cooking for a party that is for a whole bunch of A-listers. And it's me and Winter, who usually works behind the scenes, but today he's going to be helping bring the food out. And we're going to be doing everything in one pan because that's what these people wanted. Today we're going to start with a bruschetta on a toasted bread recipe.
Now basically a bruschetta is just a toasted bread with different ingredients on it. And in this case, we're going to be making a cherry tomato bruschetta. And we start by toasting the bread. I like to put a little bit of olive oil on both sides. It makes the toast a little bit crispier, and especially when you're putting something like the cherry tomatoes on top. And now we're taking the cherry tomatoes that we've already chopped and let sit in a colander for as long as you can, 20 to 30 minutes if you can. You don't have to. And then to that, we're going to add some chopped basil and then oregano and olive oil and salt. We'll mix that up well. And while the breads are toasting, this is all going to marinate and become more and more of a very delicious topping for the bruschetta. And once the toasts are crispy, then we're going to put them on a serving platter. And the great thing about this is it doesn't really matter if the tomatoes fall to the side. You can give everybody a fork. It looks better when you just kind of cover the whole thing, like you can see here. And I garnish it with a little bit of fresh basil leaves, and then it's ready to go.
Bing, 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 bing.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
They're hungry.
All right. Okay, let's get ready for the next tapa.
Next, we're making a very simple dish, spicy rosemary olives. And all you have to do is take a couple of cups of the best olives that you can get. I like the kinds with the pits. Of course, you always got to tell people that they have the pits, or else they're going to chomp on their teeth. And these people, because they've been in a movie and they're always in movies, you got to make sure that they don't break their teeth. So you're going to put some olive oil in a pan and heat it up, and you're just simply going to add the olives, and then you add some rosemary, and you can either use fresh or dried rosemary. And then to that I would add 1 teaspoon of red pepper flakes, and just cook it for 5 to 8 minutes, and you're done and ready for the next tapa.
Where do you go? There he is. How'd they like the bruschetta?
Oh, they loved it. They said it was quite delicious.
Okay.
Thank you,
tell them
Bill.
that's rosemary olives.
Okay.
Rosemary olives.
Next, I'm making a quick skillet spiced nut recipe, and this one's really easy also. You're just going to roast, in this case I'm roasting almonds, walnuts, and peanuts for about 4 to 5 minutes until they start to brown. And then we're going to add a spice mixture of smoked paprika, ground cumin, cayenne pepper, ground cinnamon, salt, and a little bit of sugar. And we're going to keep cooking that until the pan actually starts to smoke a little. And then we'll turn it off, and we'll add some maple syrup to that. And finally, oops.
I'm so glad you called. They're getting really hungry. The food is almost gone, so.
I messed this one up.
You messed it up?
Yeah, I didn't add the butter and the olive oil.
Well, what should we do? We got to get this food out right now.
Sometimes you just got to do what you got to do.
All right, let's see this.
We're gonna do this right on top. Oh,
That looks delicious. I think they'll be fine with that.
that's gonna be amazing. Actually, I'm glad I messed it up, because I think that's gonna make it even better. Okay. You said they're getting hungrier?
Brilliant. Hungrier and hungrier.
Okay. Next dish.
For this next dish, a Spanish garlic mushroom tapa, I did clean out the pan from the spiced nuts. And now we're going to add some extra virgin olive oil to the pan, maybe 4 to 5 cloves of chopped garlic. If you like more garlic, in Spain they might use 10 cloves. It is called Spanish garlic mushrooms after all. And to that we're going to add, in this case I'm adding white button mushrooms, but you could add pretty much any type of mushroom that you have. And we're going to cook the mushrooms until they start to soften and really start to pick up the olive oil into the mushrooms. And then we'll add some chopped parsley. And we're going to deglaze the pan with some white wine so that all the flavors will come out of the pan and go into the mushrooms. And from there you just salt and pepper it. And I like to serve this with some lemon wedges, and that one is done.
Oh, thank you. You're welcome. Guess things are getting busy out there.
Next, we're going to make skillet rainbow peppers with tomatoes and feta. Now, this is a Greek meze, and meze is really the same thing as a tapa. It's just the Greek word for small plates. For this recipe, we're going to use 1/4 cup of extra virgin olive oil, and we're going to heat that up. And to that, we're going to add 3 peppers. I like to use different color peppers, so we're going to use red, yellow, and orange. And to that, we're also going to add some sliced red onion. I like to cook this down until the peppers start to brown and the onions just begin to caramelize, maybe 5 to 8 minutes. Next, we're going to add 2 ripe chopped tomatoes and 2 cloves of garlic. We'll add that to the pan, and then we'll also add some salt and pepper. I like to add a little bit of red wine and some oregano to this. Now we're going to cook this down until it becomes almost like a sauce. So you'll know when it starts to thicken, and it's probably, again, 3 to 4 minutes. And then what we'll do is we'll take it out of the pan and add it to a nice serving dish. And to that, we're going to add crumbled feta, and you can use any kind of an herb, a fresh herb for a garnish, but I'm going to use parsley in this case. It also looks really nice with chopped dill.
Okay, we're getting near the end. Are they getting full yet?
Whew, good. Yeah, they're starting to get a little full, but
all right.
This should help.
The grand finale is next.
All right.
Next, we're going to make sizzling lemon garlic shrimp. So to the pan, we're going to add about 1/2 cup of extra virgin olive oil and a tablespoon of butter. Slice up 1 leek and about maybe 6 cloves of garlic. You can use, again, as much as you want, depending on how garlicky you want it. But of course, it is called, like the other one, sizzling lemon garlic shrimp. So we're going to add quite a bit of garlic. We're going to saute the leeks and the garlic until the leeks start to get soft. You can add some salt to that. And we're going to use peeled deveined shrimp. Of course, you want to make sure that it's raw. And we'll put that in the pan. We're going to saute the shrimp until it starts to get pink. And finally, we'll add some lemon zest and the juice of 1 lemon. Finally, we add some chopped parsley, and the final tapa is done. Nice and delicious. It's awesome, served with bread and some lemon wedges on the side, a little piece of parsley on top, and you have yourself an amazing tapa.
Hello, Bill.
Careful with that, it's very liquidy.
All right, sounds good.
And sizzling lemon garlic shrimp.
Do you want to come out with me, the chef?
I'll come out in 1 second.
At the end? Okay. Sounds good.
There you have it, 6 tapas, 1 pan. Now let's check in with the A-list celebrities to see how they like the food. I'm going to just grab the camera and we'll go into the next room and see how they liked it. Oh. Look at all the celebrities. Ooh. Hey, how was the food?
It was delicious. Compliments to the chef.
Awesome.
Oh, I'm so glad you all liked it. Can I take anyone's plate? Thank you.